Hey, new and aspiring real estate investors, how you doing? It's Randy Wolfe, and today I'm actually shooting from beautiful San Diego, California. Matter of fact, I'll see if you can see this. This is my view from my hotel room. Pretty nice. Got a view of the San Diego Padres Stadium. There's actually a game going on right now that's actually taking place. But I thought about it, and I was like, I want to talk a little bit about just how you always are needing to work on leveling up your knowledge and your skill set. I've been doing this for a while and have had success, but I'm still constantly trying to better myself. I'm always trying to learn as much as I can. The mastermind that I'm at here in San Diego for, it's the people. I get to surround myself with people who are doing incredible things. Some of the guys in this mastermind, I mean, they're just absolutely killing it. And so I love the fact that I have people who are where I want to be. I have people who are way ahead of where I want to be. I have people that are on the upswing and they're trying to continue to level up. And so, what you can do is invest in your education, invest in your knowledge, and get out there and be actively getting after it and trying to get involved with investing in real estate. If you've never done it before, it's very, very scary when you don't feel like you have all of the answers. You feel like that, when it comes to getting started, that that there's more you need to learn. I need to learn all these things first before I can start investing. And the truth is, you really need to learn while you earn. You need to learn while you're taking massive imperfect action. And so, being here, it costs money, it costs time. I'm away from my family right now, but I'm willing to make those sacrifices so that I can continue to level up and get better and better. And I want to do some great things. I want to give back to my community, to you watching this video right now. I want to try to do everything in my power to help people who are in your position right now, where you're watching videos, you're trying to learn, you're trying to get educated, and you're trying to sort through all of the information that you're hearing from different sources and different places and that sort of thing. So if I had to give advice right now, what I would give, number one, is to continue to get educated. There's a lot of great education out there that is absolutely free. This YouTube channel that I have is absolutely free, and it offers a ton of valuable information. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you'll get notified, and turn the notifications on so you get notified, because I'm putting out content every single week. And the reason that I do that is because I really do love helping other people, and I love the idea of giving back. There were people that helped me when I was first getting started, when I didn't know what I was doing. And so I always wanted to pay it forward and help people. And the fact that, you know, something like this channel gives me the ability to help people for free and get that information out there to so many different people. That's just a pretty amazing thing. So that's the first thing, is get educated. There's a lot of free sources like this. At some point, it's typically good to invest in yourself and actually spend some money on your education. So there's a few ways that you can do that. The first way that I would actually recommend is by books, audio books, and print books. That is a very inexpensive way that you can get a lot of information that people have that are ahead of you, where in their journey, so to speak, of real estate investing. So you can get books, and that is so helpful as far as to give you a big picture, and in some cases even a technical understanding of how to invest in real estate. So that's the first thing. I would encourage you to, if most real estate meetups, these RIA groups don't cost anything, so that could actually kind of be free as well. But if there are costs associated with that, I would encourage you to join your local RIA meetings. That can help you tremendously. I would encourage you to get involved and plugged into communities. One of the things about my community that I have, which I'll put the description, not the description, I'll put the link in the description below, so you can check that out if you're interested. One of the things about it is, it's not so much to teach you the information, because you have the information. I'm giving it away for free on this channel and you can find it all over the place, but it's to help you implement that information that you receive. And obviously it's to have access to other people, just like this mastermind that I'm in. I have access to some of the top real estate investors in the nation that I can pick up the phone and call. that I can have conversations with here. One of the cool things about the mastermind that I'm in is, there's some great speakers that we have. I mean, tons and tons of very, very like influential people. We've had, Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad author. I mean, we have so many great people that have been speakers at our events. But some of the golden nuggets that I get is actually from having the side conversations, at dinner with people and just interacting one on one with people. And so community does that. And so my community, it's an online community. However, you get access to me, you get access to other people in the community. And so whether it's my community, whether it's another community, at some point it's a good idea to invest in yourself and spend some money to be a part of something, to get in the room, so to speak, with people who are kind of where you want to be. Eventually, as you continue to progress in your journey, it's even, I would even recommend getting involved in a mastermind. But I think in the beginning, that's something that can kind of wait to some of these high dollar masterminds and stuff like that are expensive. I don't think that's necessarily something you have to do when you're first getting started. But all of those things said, saying all of that, while you're doing those things, while you're involved in the communities, while you're involved reading the books, while you're watching these YouTube videos, the thing that I would say that really makes a difference between those who succeed and those who don't is taking action. And so many people who are getting started, they don't take action. They read the books maybe, or maybe they even join a community, but they don't end up actually taking action because it's that sort of that paralysis by analysis to where they feel like I got to learn a little bit more information before I can move forward. And that's a tough spot to be in, because if you have been watching videos, if you've been reading books, and it's been a year, let's say, and you haven't done a deal yet, or you're not actively pursuing deals right now, I want you to stop and ask yourself this question: what is it that's holding me back? Why have I not taken action? And oftentimes it's going to be fear. That's a big part. Your fear, you're afraid of the unknown. You're afraid that you're going to screw up and lose all your money and be living in a van down by the river under a bridge or something. Like, it's all these worst case scenarios that you think about. But you really have to ask yourself why you haven't taken action. And then you need to, I read in a book years ago, Tim Ferriss's 4 Hour Work Week. He talks about how you think about the worst possible case scenario, because oftentimes we make it way worse in our mind. So if you start thinking about what's the worst that could happen, if I actually pulled the trigger and I bought a property, a rental property, let's say if you're going to be a buy and hold person, I bought a rental property and it didn't work out and it didn't cash flow. What's the worst that could happen? Well, more than likely, the worst thing that would probably happen is you mess up and it costs you more money if you have to fix it up and it doesn't cash flow. It's not that you're going to buy a $200,000 property and you're going to lose $200,000. Maybe if you had to sell it, you could lose some money, and that would be terrible. But if it meant, like, in order to get started, you lost a little money in the beginning, if that was the worst that could happen, again, you don't want to lose money. But if that's the worst, and let's say you lost $5,000, yeah, that's a lot of money, and that could really hurt you financially. But if that got you started, and then you were able to get momentum and learn so much during that process to where you were then able to buy another property and another, would it be worth it? And that question, only you can answer that, but I would say yes, it would be worth it. So that first deal, most likely you're not going to lose money. Okay, if you're educated, if you're watching these videos, if you're reading books, if you're really soaking in the knowledge, you're not going to lose money. But you definitely aren't going to make any money if you don't take the action. And so that's just what I was sitting there kind of pondering today, thinking about it, because I'm like, here's a good opportunity to just show, hey, I'm still learning. I'm always going to try to be learning something. Every time that I have success in investing in real estate or anything in my life, I'm always like, okay, what can I learn next to get better, to optimize? One of the things that I'm working on really right now in my businesses is I really want to optimize my systems and processes and my onboarding when I'm hiring people and building my team. Those are some things that I'm working on right now. Maybe right now you're working on, hey, I'm just trying to figure out, how do I find a deal? I'm just trying to find out, how do I fund a deal? And that's where obviously this channel and the community and things like that can help you. But as you continue to progress in your journey, your new questions, as you level up, there's going to be new things. There's new levels, new devils is an expression I heard. I think Dan Martell, I heard him say that. But anyway, that's what was on my mind. Thought I'd shoot a little video today just to talk about that. It's unscripted, unedited. It's just a raw video. But I appreciate you watching. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe and turn those notifications on, and check out the private community. Like I said, I'll put that link in the description below as well. But as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you on the next video.